Ahoy, hoy, fellow listeners. Welcome to the Roll for Crit Digital Review. I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes. Today we are taking a look at the Ticket to Ride app, which is available for tablets, phones, as well as on Steam, but we're focusing on the mobile version. I did play a little bit on an iPad, but we are really focusing... A while back. We're focusing on the mobile phone experience of it. Ticket to Ride, if you don't know, it's a game about trains. You're trying to connect routes across the United States, depending on which version you're playing.
We actually have a playback, which you can watch if you want to see the actual physical board version.
Right, or learn how to play.
The how to play as well.
To get a good introduction. So if you're familiar or not, we're going to talk about this app version, which is similar to Ticket to Ride in that it is the same game, but a digital version of it. I'll just start off. I think that the presentation in this app is fantastic. I think probably compared to, and I haven't played all of them, but of all the board game apps that I have seen, I think this is probably the best one in terms of the look and the feel and the atmosphere. There's a lot of artwork and characters in the menus even, and the transitions and the animations, and even the music is kind of this annoyingly catchy circus train music.
Like railroad age. I don't know what.
Yeah, like organ, like you're at a carousel or something. Yes, of course you can turn that on and off. But I thought that right away, that is, you can tell that they did put a good amount of work into that side of things, which is a good thing because the games, they already have the game, so it's nice when they put the extra effort into the rest of the package. Of course, there's a bunch of different modes. You've got your
solo, passing, multiplayer,
online.
Did you try online?
I have not tried online.
But you did do passing.
I have done pass and play.
Yes.
But the fact that they have online is great.
Well, the fact that they have both is great, because I can think of another game we played that only had the online, which is a little disappointing because we would have loved the pass and play version.
Right, yes.
Back then when we played this one.
Yes, really, because you never know depending on the situation. And it also has phone to phone. So if you're just next to somebody, you don't have an internet connection, you can play, well, I guess you need it still. I don't know how it works. Do you need a Wi-Fi connection? We're not scientists here, folks. We just reviewed the apps. So what did you think about, in general, playing the game, the experience?
It was scary because I finished the game so much quicker than when we finished a regular one.
Right. That was one of the big things that we noticed is things go a lot faster when you're doing yourself versus the computer.
Yes.
And I mean, it's because in a normal game, you're waiting for people to, what am I going to do? Which card do I want? And also, just the time adds up of new card coming out of the deck. Oh, you forgot to flip a new card. Oh, flip a new card. Oh, let me put my trains down. 1, 2. In the app, it's lightning fast. It goes right away.
I'm curious if this is just a fluke. I want to know if this happened in your game. In my game, no one drew from the showing cards anymore, and everyone was hoarding cards.
Well, there are 4 different...
Oh, I played with 4 people, by the way. Or like 3 people, sorry. And so 4.
Others. I think I was the same way. I did the same thing. There are 4 different personalities that play different styles. I'm not exactly sure what the differences are, but I assume there's something like some of them.
I was looking at, maybe I played it with all hoarders.
Maybe.
Because I played with all hoarders that didn't want the color white. So it ended up with the only white card showing, and I was like, really, guys? Because I was doing other things. I didn't need them.
Don't you think that always happens, though, with some color in a regular game, too? It seems like at least there's always one point in the game where there's just reds and just nobody wants that color or something.
Maybe, I don't know, but I guess maybe because it's like half my game was that, though.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
And the other thing that happened, because it happened so quickly and ended fast, and I'm not really paying attention as much because I'm used to it lasting 2 times longer. I actually thought, you know what? I'm going to start taking the whites and get that 6 white. But the game ended literally right as I was about to do that.
You weren't prepared for the...
No, I was not.
Those train numbers.
No, I didn't, because I'm not used to it ending so fast. I'm like, we're probably like halfway through the game now. I didn't even get extra. Usually at that point, I've gotten extra tickets.
I did get 1 extra ticket, and then I failed to do it when I played. But I also didn't take 3 at the beginning.
Oh, I only took 2. No, I only took 2 at the beginning too.
But speaking of the tickets and the destinations, one thing I love is that when you have the destinations, it shows you on the map the 2 points. So it's very easy to tell.
And when you got the first initial tickets, like I bought them, even though I can sort of see, it shows you every destination you need to hit. I was just like, there's my line.
Right, exactly. That's the best thing about it.
It's one of the nice things. Anytime you have a digital version, they can show you information you couldn't get away with in the.
Right. You can let me put some stuff on the board, guys. Don't know, just don't look at it. No reason.
Imagine playing actual Ticket to Ride, and you're like, I chose my tickets, and then you just see blue circles just light up on the board, and everyone's looking at you. You're like, I don't know what those mean.
I didn't put those there. So yeah, I thought that was pretty great. One thing that I experienced doing the pass and play, I will say, which we talked about this when we reviewed the Splendor app, but I feel like was a little worse for me in Ticket to Ride, is not knowing what your opponents were doing. There are a lot of times where I'm going for something and then you pass it around, you get the thing back, and it's just, oh, somebody took the slot I want, which happens, but because I didn't see it happen, it feels like I was robbed more, because I'm like, what? I didn't even, because I'm not also paying it, I don't see what they take because they're holding it and I'm not looking at the screen. So that's one of those little things that is not the same as when you're experiencing it in a physical way. The game also, I noticed in the options, there's also a setting for what I believe is a television viewing mode that makes everything on the screen a little smaller. I think it's meant to be if you're projecting or streaming to a TV screen. So it looks better on a big screen. So that's pretty cool that you could actually pass the phone around and everyone could play the game on a TV screen.
We should actually do that, because I mean, that would clear up setup time, and I honestly, we haven't played Ticket to Ride in a long time.
Yeah, no, all the expansions are in there. So the base game is $6.99. You can purchase all the expansions. It's got the rules for all of them in there. I think that covers everything really that's there. There aren't difficulty settings, but there are those personalities. There are achievements, so they give you achievements for playing a certain number of games or what have you. But overall, I think it's a pretty faithful adaptation, other than those little things that you really can't avoid that go from playing a physical game to a digital game. They did a fantastic job.
We should note, because I think this is a big sign for it. Last time you did the pass and play was actually on our way to Gen Con, the reason why I didn't do it, I was driving.
Right.
So it's a little hard to be, hold on guys, okay, I got the locomotive.
Yes.
But it was still very fun to do in a car, so this could be a great thing if you have kids, to buy the app and then just sort of give the pad around when you're in the car ride.
Right. Yeah, that's a good distraction.
I think a very important note to take.
Plane rides, train rides. Ooh. Automobile rides.
Well, now I want to go on a train. We got to get train tickets just to play Ticket to Ride on a train.
We will. But yeah, all around, pretty great app. If you like Ticket to Ride, you will like it. If you don't, you will not. Doesn't have quite the puzzle kind of appeal that Splendor did, where I felt like it really worked as a single player experience. But because it has that online mode and the pass and play and the phone to phone, it's worth the purchase.
Yeah, I would, at least starting on the reviews, we've done 2. Mm-hmm. I would enjoy Splendor more. I think I enjoyed Splendor more as a single player, because to me it was so relaxing. Mm-hmm. This one I still felt just as
yeah. Oh yeah, when people are taking your routes, you're gonna be unhappy.
Someone took my both of us. It was really funny because we just both replayed it before to make sure we had all our points ready. Uh-huh. And both of us, each time, I noticed we both were like, son of a...
Right. I will say the one other minor gripe, there were a couple times...
Didn't you misclick or something?
Yes. So if you can zoom in on the map, and there was once where I thought I was putting my trains down in the right place, but I did the wrong place. I almost wish there was an undo button, or a confirmation.
Is this what you want?
It should say, yes, this is where you want it to go. That would really be perfect.
And I don't think that's too much. I can think of some games where it's annoying. The one in particular I know of is actually in Magic the Gathering. There was
The app?
Yeah, or the online.
The online version.
Because there's a card that was, whenever an ally comes into play, you do something. So if you're playing a bunch of allies, you play an ally, 50 boxes come up, and you're like, do you want to do this? Yes. Right. Yes. But this isn't, you're not doing 100 pop-up.
And there's an easy, you can just say, do not show me any more of these checkbox or whatever.
But it made me think of that, because just imagine if that, 20 boxes, yes.
So if you want to experience the maddening joy and frustration of the Ticket to Ride app, it is available on iTunes,
Steam,
or App Store,
like we said,
Android.
Many different products, mobile phone, pad.
$6.99. Check it out. And as always, please leave a comment, send us an email, let us know if there's any digital games or otherwise that you want to talk about in the future. And you can, of course, find our website, rollforcrit.com.
Where we actually sell the physical version of
That's
Ticket to Ride
right.
and many more.
Old school and many more. More videos and reviews just like this one. So thanks for watching. I'm Jonathan Estes.
And I'm Will Keeler, and this has been Roll for Crit.